The 7th of July, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Somebody who borrows from three. Im shlosha starot shelover. If there are three different stars from the lova, from the borrower.
Lova chad.
Wait a second. Did I leave my space? Achad from over. I left out the word because it's the next line. yeah. From one borrower. Hein shlosha, hein shalova mishlosha ben adam. These are that he loaned it from three different people.
Right. He took a loan from three different people. But the point is that these three documents, they're all bound up somehow together, tied up. And so we got a choice over here. Should we say, right, on each of these documents, well, should we say that it fell from the borrower, or should we say maybe it fell from the lender? Each got three questions. So we're saying that no, since we got all three documents identified the borrower as being the borrower, so it stands to reason that the borrower lost these documents, all three of them. So we're going to return all three of them to him rather than pick and choose or whatever, or give it to the lender. That's Yatsirim to the Loiva. So that you got more Rashi to read over here. Yeah.
Well, here, that we return them. Motsam, the ones that are found. The one who found them. The one who found them should return them. The finder should return to the lova, to the borrower. Tivadai haraim, because surely they were paid. The hachziram lo, when you return it to him, meyado, because from his hand is where naflu, that they fell. She'im meyadam naflu, because if they would fall from their hands, kabatstan l'makom to achad, who would bundle them up into one place. They fell separately. Nobody would make a bundle out of it. So it had to be in the one, since it was in one bundle, it had to come from that one person.
The one guy who was the lova in all cases. Right. And you'll ask, well, how come, why didn't he tear it up? Why didn't he? Okay, good question. That's what he should have done, but he didn't do it.
Okay, and this next case is also part of im shlosha leveim shein, but if they were three from three different borrowers, shalova me'adam echad, that they were borrowed from one person to three different people. Yachzir, you return them. Hamotzah, to the one who finds them. Lamalva, in this case, to the balva is the lender, right?
Yeah.
The lender mehadavar yadua, because the thing is known. Shemimenu, because from him is where they fell.
Yeah. Even though we don't know for a fact, but we're going to presume, based upon the logic, three documents, and they all got his name on it. He's the one that was holding all three of them, and he lost them all. The other alternative is to say, it fell from all different three borrowers. But then, like Rashi says, how did they all come together from three different borrowers? How did they all come together in this package? It's obviously that if they're coming together in a package, they came from the one that whose name appears on all three of them, and that works. And that svora works whether he's a borrower or whether that one person who's got all three names on the document is a lender. So we give it back. Okay, now so that's that. Now we go back to the Mishnah. Motza shtar bein shtarosov. Um, this is 3 lines. It's the first word in the line, matzah, and it's 3 lines up from where the Gemora starts. So, whose turn is it to read? Roy.
Metzia, Gemora, Ben.
Too soft, Roy.
What?
Roy.
Can hardly hear you.
Oh. Oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
I'm closer. All right. Okay. Motto, Shtar bin Shtorosov. If one found a document belonging to others among his own documents. Okay, is that right? Is that the right place?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. V'ano Yaldaya Ma Tivo. And he doesn't know its status. Found document belonging to others among his own documents, and he doesn't know the status of the document he found. Yehei Munach Ad Sheyovo Eliyahu. It should be set aside until Eliyahu, the prophet, comes and resolves its ownership. He should not return it to either the borrower or to the lender. Im yesh imovahem simopornos. If there are unissued receipts among his documents, and he does not remember whether or not he received payment, Ya'aseh ma shebasamapornos, he should abide by that which is recorded in the receipts. And that's the end of the Mishnah.
Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, we got a lot of Rashi. Motza shtar ben shtarosov.
That's Shtar ben Shtarotos. Mean Im Yudea.
In Yudea.
Mativo.
Yeah. Right.
Why are we using the word mativo all of a sudden? Yeah, okay. So therefore, if he found the documents among the star, he found a star among other stars, he knows what the story is on it. He'll rather etzlo with him, im halova in the barbara hafkidu etzlo, deposit it with him, or halo malva, or the lender, or shema miksato, or shema is perhaps mikatsa, or some of them perua that were paid. Misrohu, when it was transferred to him, Leo to be that's shlish.
Yeah.
A third of them, v'shokach, and he forgot.
The third party, sort of like the objective third party.
And so they don't know. He forgot what the story is. He doesn't know what the story with these documents are.
So he found this star here that we're talking about in the Mishnah, Bein Shtarosov, amongst his own staros, meaning he knows that the other stars belong to him. That's why they're by him. He knows the status of each one of them. But this one over here, in Yodea Mativo, he doesn't know what's the deal with this star. It's low. Why is it by me? It's not my star. You could see from what Rashi says further on that it's a document that lists a malva and a loiva, a borrower and a lender, and neither one of them is him. So what's it got to do with him? Rashi says he doesn't know whether the lova gave it to him for safekeeping. He doesn't know where the malva gave it to him for safekeeping. He doesn't know. Maybe a third possibility. Rashi says maybe Oshema Miksaso Perua. Maybe a portion of it was paid, but he wasn't able to pay the whole amount. The borrower Umasruhu lo lios shlish, and they gave it to him, the one that has the shtar, as a shlish, sort of like as a custodian, a third party guy. Beinehem v'shachach, and now he forgot all about this thing. Okay, so what should be done with such a document like that? Yehei munach. Did you do a Yehei munach?
Nope, we didn't do Yehei munach. That's like you're placing them.
Nice.
Yehei menuach. You place them down via dough. That's no. Exactly. Yehei
munach ad shiyavu Eliyahu.
He places them in his hand. The lo yakzir, he doesn't return it. Lo levav, lo lezev, neither to he holds on to him and he doesn't give it to either one of the two.
Right. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait until Eliyahu comes along. This we sometimes see this din in the Gemora in Bava Metzia. Yehemunach ad shiyavu Eliyahu. Let the matter remain unresolved, and Eliyahu will come along and he will resolve the matter. So,
okay,
you're not going to have to wait too long for that one, right? What's been happening around here? Okay, so that is the. So he doesn't give it to anybody. He puts it aside and earmarks it for Eliyahu. What's the last din in the Mishnah?
Yeah, there's more here. It says here, it's the yesh lahu simphon. I don't know what this word simphon is. A new word here.
Did we read this last part all the way up to the Mishnah? Yeah, we read it. Okay.
Yeah.
Simponos.
Simponos. So what is a simpon?
What is a simpon? Rashi's going to tell us, I think.
Mili katani. These are small words. Hamotze bein stars that he finds among the stars. A shover, a receipt. Shenichtav, that was written al achad on one of the stars.
Let's see.
So it's like a shover. And why give it another name? Why just call it a shover? Why call it a shimpon?
Yeah, don't know.
And then it says he should do a shimpon. He should do what it's written in the
shimpon. What's written there?
What's in the symphonos? What's in it? The hashtar, because the star is becheskat. There is the assumption here that it's perua, that it's paid already. But even though Shahaya was shover chazeh, even though because this receipt there is liot benuach yad, that it's resting in his hand yad halava. It's in the hand of the borrower. Amrin, we say, ha'aminu, believe the borrower. V'omar, and we say, macha teneli, tomorrow I'll give it to him. V'shakach, he forgot to give it to him.
So how come he didn't knock on his door the next day and say, give it back, give me the shover?
He forgot.
He forgot, right? That's what happened. Even when it comes to money, people forget.
Oh, yeah, people forget things. Well, I forget things all the time, especially on the computer. You see something and you're going to do it, and then the next thing you know, you never did it. I'll get to it because it's just there and you forgot to do it.
Okay, that's what happened over here. So, in other words, so what does it say over here? We Yasa Masha Shibasimpon. Do what is in the Simchon. And what is in the Simchon? The Simchon is, Rashi says, that even though this Simchon, this shover, should really be in the hands of the borrower, because it has a presumption of being paid for some reason. I don't know why. We don't assume that it has not been paid. For some reason, we're assuming that it's been paid. So, and the Lova is saying, yeah, I paid it. Haminu loiva, minu haloiva. We say we're going to believe the Lova. Now, these next words don't make any sense. The Amar Machar Tanali.
Tomorrow he'll give it to me.
Eminu haloive biomar Machar Tanal. Who said tomorrow I'll give it to you? The Malva?
Well, I don't know who found it.
He doesn't know. Oh, this person who has this shover, he can't figure out why it is that he didn't give it to the loiva. Is it really, in fact, already paid up? Or maybe not. So the din is that what's written in the shover, what's written in the shover is the fact that there is okay. Okay, fine. Let's go on to the Gemora. Well, maybe it'll become clear in the Gemora. Some reason this is not so clear to me. In other words, we're saying even though really this shover should be in the hand of the loiva, it's a receipt of payment. So if you're taking on that the debt has been paid, so who should have the shover? The loiva. So, but the loiva doesn't have it. How come he doesn't have it? We suspect that what? Oh, that's what es hashover lemacharas b'shochach. Got that story? We're saying perhaps what happened is that the malva, when the loiva paid up the money, the malva says, "Oh, I got your receipt right over here. Oh, where is it? Oh, I thought it was over here. Oh, I thought I put it over there. Oh, I don't have it right now." So the loiva says to the malva, "Oh, you know what? Listen, you're a trustworthy guy. I know that when you're going to find it tonight, and I'll come by tomorrow and you'll give it to me, right?" So that's the way they left it. So what happened? The loiva forgot completely about the whole thing, and the malva completely forgot about the whole thing, and now it was found in the street. So now we want to know, what should we do with it? So the Mishnah says, do what it says. Do what it says. meaning give it to the Levitt. It's funny. Why should we assume that that's what happened? Maybe the Levitt never paid. I don't understand why we're assuming the Levitt paid. You mean to say, why should there be even a shover at all? Obviously, there's a shover because the Levitt paid. And now the Malva wrote a shover and he was going to give it to him, but he forgot to give it to him. He didn't have it on hand and they forgot the whole thing. Maybe that's it. If there's a shover that's present, we assume that the reason why there's a shover is because the loan has been paid and he was about to give it to him. The Malva would give it to the Levitt. Okay, that's the story. Okay, let's go to the Gemora. Lou, my shtare birurin.
My
More wants to know.
Berurin. What are documents of clarification? Hacha targemu. Here they explained shtare ta'anasa, documents recording the arguments of the litigants. Rabbi Yirmi Ze Borer Lo Echad. This litigant chooses for one judge, Ze Borer Lo Echad, and this one chooses for himself one judge. V'chol Maaseh Beis Din.
That's another section. Let's just stop there just before that. There's one Rashi before we get to that. That's a new piece. Because on the Gemara, you see it has two dots. So this says that we choose, these guys choose one judge. Each person chooses one judge. Shiborim, this is right at the Gemara, the first Rashi. Shiborim lehem dayirim, to make clear to them, the judges, kotvim, that they write lehem, ze birer, this one will choose lo for him, et ploni, so-and-so, the ze birer, and this one, so to speak, selects lo et ploni. Each one picks a ploni, that's the birer, he's selecting out. Shelo yuchlu lachzor behem, that they can't go back on.
Yeah.
I don't know why they use the word sure. Once they choose their judge, that's it.
Mm-hmm. After they write the names of the Dayanim on this star, right, then neither one of them can be choser from that. Can't choose a different Dayan. Okay. So we got two opinions what it is. One opinion was it's Shtari Tanasa. It's a record of the Tainas, the claims of the Bali Dini, parties to the case. And Rabbi Yirmiyah says, no, it's to be Mavir, which Dayan they wanted to have. Okay. Okay, now, weiter. V'kol masa bezdin, harei ze yachzir. Lou.
V'chol ma'aseh beis din is an act of the court, meaning he would Ahu Gita de ish takach be dina de Rav Huna. There was a bill of divorce that was found in Rav Huna's courthouse. De Hava Kasiv Bay, and it was written in it, De Al Nahara,
Shvire Masa.
Which is a town on the river Rachis.
Rachis, Nahara.
So in other words, this is where the divorce took place, according to the document.
Ogita Dishtacha Beidina de Rav Huna. The Haliksiv Be Beshrive Masad Al Rachis Nahara. Okay.
Amar Rav Huna said, Chayshinan Lishnei Shaviri. We are concerned. There are two towns named Shviri. Amar the Rabba, Rav Chisda.
Everybody here, Lou?
Now he's faded.
Pardon?
The sound is breaking up.
Can't hear me?
Yeah, now it's better.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Delu Ritza Ba'e La Rav Huna Minach. Because in the evening, Rav Huna is going to ask you about this matter. Nafak Dak Va'ashbach. Rabba went out and investigated and found Disnan. He found a brisa. Kol Maaseh Beis Din.
Okay, it says it's a Mishnah. B'tanan. Not a brisa, it's a Mishnah.
Oh, he found a Mishnah. If one finds an act of the court, Hare Ze Yachazir, he should return it.
Right. Okay. The last Rashi on the prior page before we turn the page, that it was found in the Beit Dinah, the Mikayem, the Henpek, that they found that this there was an investigation, a Henpek on it. The court that was certified it.
Yes, certified star.
Certified.
Been authenticated as being a proper star.
And the shliach who brought it, Omer said, it fell for me. He's saying it fell for me. This certified. This was a get that he saw. The get was certified. That's the case with the one.
The shliach was supposed to give the get, I guess, is testifying that it fell from him.
Right.
Okay.
It's getting late, but we turned the page, so we're on the base now.
Oh wow! A round of applause! Hooray!
Hey.
Okay. So we ended on a good note.
And then at the top, Rashi is talking about the Shtei Shviris, the two towns called Shviri. We're back to that again. But we did discuss that earlier. It's coming back. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Be well. Have a good day.
Okay, everybody have a good day. Good day, Phil. And a good day to Roy and to Lou.
Thank you.
Good day.
Be well, thank you very much, Rabbi Levitt. And Phil and Luke, thank you.
Good. Thanks. Take care.
All the best.